So Hello, everyone. Shalom Aleichem. Happy Hanukkah. It's so good to be here with you tonight. We are Ezekiel's Wheels Klezmer Band, and as you can see, performing live on the internet is seldom easy, and in fact is full of practical pitfalls, which is why this evening we prepared a program for you that combines live performance, solo pieces, with some pre-written videos of a bunch of great new music for you. Some of these tunes are classics of the Yiddish repertoire that we've arranged. Some of them are brand new, literally never before heard by anyone outside of this room. We're so excited to share them with you. We have two themes for this evening, of course. Because it is Hanukkah, the festival of lights, so we're going to be singing about Hanukkah, but what would a Jewish holiday be without food? Yom Kippur. But other than Yom Kippur, it's all about food and family and togetherness. And even when we are apart, we are together this evening. So we made a bunch of music about food for you. And before we keep going, we just want to take a moment to say two things. Number one, all of the music that you're hearing this evening will be available for sale. If you like it, you can go to our Bandcamp page after this and we'll post the whole darn thing. If you're excited about what you hear and you want to just support the band in general, we've got links to our PayPal and Venmo that we'll be posting as well. And the second is to thank the Newton Free Library for getting this whole thing started. They said, we want a Hanukkah concert, but it's COVID, so maybe a Zoom thing. And we said, oh, let's do something even bigger so that everyone can come. And that's what we're doing. We're so happy to be here with you from snowy Boston. And we're going to kick this party off with Chanukah, Boy Chanukah.
Schöner, a lustiger, fröhlicher, nicht so noch a Säune. Eine Nacht mit Redlach spielen wir, frische Hässelar gesessen und ein Schirr. Geschwinder, zins Kinder, wie Hanneke Lichtlach on. So jeder was Wunder, was singende Wunder und tanzen fröhlich im Chor. So jeder was Wunder, was singende Wunder und tanzen fröhlich im Chor. Schöner, a lustiger, fröhlicher, nicht so noch a Säune. Eine Nacht mit Redlach spielen wir, frische Hässelar gesessen und ein Schirr. Geschwinder, sind Kinder, die Hanneke Lichtlach on. Lo mehr alle singen und lo mehr alle springen und lo mehr alle tanzen im Chor. Lo mehr alle singen und lo mehr alle springen und lo mehr alle tanzen im Chor.
Nice clarinet lines, Nat. So great to hear them.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with how that one came out. I'm glad we've got that on our site now. So a lot of the next videos you're going to see are collected videos of us cooking, which we then set to Yiddish songs and an English song or two. And so, as Nat pointed out, Jewish holidays are nothing, or Yom Kippur, without food. But the true story behind Ezekiel's Wheels Food Fest is that it was an idea that happened long before Yom Kippur. Early in the pandemic, we decided we really wanted to make some videos of us all cooking and connect them with related songs. And so we started working on it, and pandemic continued to happen, and we got a little sidetracked at times, but so we missed a couple of target dates. One idea was to release it for Thanksgiving. That didn't exactly happen, but Hanukkah seemed just about the right target for the rate at which we were working. And we finally wrapped everything up, so we're super proud of how this came out. The first video is called Bissele Speis, which means a little bit of food. The music is by Fima Cherny. The lyrics are by Meir Haratz. And enjoy.
Oh, wait.
Go for it.
I just want to say one thing. Not all the music is by FEMA, actually, because we actually put a little chosidol in the middle from, I forgot to say, remind us, from the Baragovsky collection. One of the few chosidols in there. So really
Gotta give Baragovsky credit where credit is due.
Gotta give Baragovsky credit where credit is due. All right, Pete, hit that video.
Yeah. Coming in.
Das bissele Borscht mit Kreut, das Stickele Hering mit Bräut, das Terere Rettich mit Salz, das Teppele Kasche mit Schmalz. Das Terere Loch mit Joich, und Siemes das Wissele Joich, dem Dosiken Kötzen Menü, Bascher uns Gott en Ju. Jai da dai 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 dai, jai dai 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 dai, jai dai 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 dai, jai da dai 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 dai. Bascher und Zucker zu Tee und Latkes mit den Nähe und zu die schöne Fisch. Bascher und zu Gast zum Tisch. Jai da dai 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 dai, jai dai 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 dai, jai dai 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 dai, jai da dai 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 dai. Siemes das Wissele euch, dem Dosiken Köpfen Menü, Bascher uns Gott en Ju. Jai dai 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 dai, jai dai 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 dai, dem Dosiken
Die, 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 die.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. So we forgot to say and give credit to Pete Finelli for his incredible video making skills. That video was
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for sending in your videos. And I'm glad I got to make my pizza making video debut.
It looked delicious.
Shout out to mom.
I know.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. Shout out to my brother for letting me hone my craft there. Yes.
Nice. You know what?
Yeah, I didn't even know that you made pizza, Pete.
Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, with an Italian, family, I had to. It was a daunting task. I was always afraid to make it, but yeah, it's fun. Yeah, cooking. You guys are such good cooks yourselves, so I had to do something.
Yeah, I made leeks. I cut leeks.
You cut that leek, and I edited out. I did edit out the part where you dropped the leek on the floor.
I know. I mean, it really shows how bad of a cook I am. Because you guys are all like doing these complicated things. I'm like, well, I'm cutting leeks.
I feel like cutting leeks is one of the hardest vegetables to cut, though, right? Because you have just getting the sand out of them. I always end up with sand in my potato leek soup. And so I watched you cut those leeks and was like taking notes.
The key is to lengthwise cut it in half. Fit these half moons. Anyways, on to the next thing. Oh, I realized that we are premiering 9 videos today.
Yes, these are all brand new.
We're getting a lot done in this pandemic, but we've been doing this for the whole
It's been a great opportunity to learn about video making, about cooking. We're finding ways to grow.
Yeah, and speaking of learning about cooking in this pandemic, my husband and I have started making challah, and I've also been really learning Yiddish a lot. So I found myself making challah and just going, challah is geschmack. Challah is geschmack, which means challah is delicious. And then I just wrote this song out of it. So our next piece is me making challah and Kirsten singing about how delicious it is.
Challah is geschmack. Challah is geschmack. Challah is mein beliebste Sache zu essen. Machen wir Challah, jo.
Nice.
Nice.
I forgot there's
And you have come
my husband.
You have come such a long way in that challah too. I remember the first challah that you and Charles made.
Oh yeah, you were with us. We had you on FaceTime to help.
It's beautiful.
Abby, I love the face you make when you bring it out of the oven and you're so excited and proud of yourself. And it looks delicious. It does look delicious.
It was a good challah. It was also in the summertime. You can see the trees are green behind me, and I'm wearing short sleeves.
My first challah, I misread 3 teaspoons of salt is 3 tablespoons.
Oh no.
So that was an adventure. And it was actually not that bad. Turns out you can triple the amount of salt in a challah and still eat it reasonably happily.
But as we discovered, you can't leave it out and eat it reasonably happily. Early days in the pandemic.
Nice. Well, we're gonna go over to another carb-related video for our next one. So this one is one that me and my husband made together. So The song is called Bulbez. It means potatoes. And back in the summer when we were thinking about, doing this food fest, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be fun if I made a bunch of latkes in this video, but then was like, oh, but then it's only going to be a Hanukkah video. It won't be good for the rest of the year. And lo and behold, it took us so long to make this video. I ended up actually making a potato kugel, which is sort of like one big latke, if you're not familiar. But kugel is actually what's in the song. And so that's what I made. And I have to give credit to my husband, AJ Pasquarello, for being the director of cinematography and the insister of the rubber ducks that you will
Anybody knows
see.
AJ, they know that rubber ducks are an important thing in his life.
Yes.
We definitely have a few around our house.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that more later. But this is Bulbez potatoes. Enjoy.
Sonntag Bulbes, Montag Bulbes, Dienstag und Mittwoch Bulbes, Donnerstag und Freitag Bulbes, Shabbos in der Novene Bulbe, Kugele, Sonntag weiter Bulbes. Brot mit Bulbes, Fleisch mit Bulbes, warmes und Wäscher Bulbes, Ober und wieder Bulbes, einmal in a Novine Bulbe, Kugele, Sonntag weiter Bulbes, einmal in a Novine Bulbe, Kugele, Sonntag weiter Bulbes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kirsten, what do the lyrics mean?
Right, I should have said that beforehand. But basically, it's a song about it's saying, Sunday potatoes, Monday potatoes, Tuesday, Wednesday potatoes, Thursday potatoes, Friday potatoes. Finally, on Saturday, on Shabbos, a potato kugel. Or I guess Friday on. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess it. I wonder why they didn't make the kugel on Friday night. They made it on Saturday in the song.
Well, Shabbos starts in the evening, right? Like all the
Yeah.
days after the sun sets. I get confused by that too.
Well, yeah, for Shabbos they made a potato kugel, but then on Sunday we're back to potatoes.
Potatoes.
So lots of potatoes.
Very Eastern European Ashkenazi.
Yeah, speaking of Eastern European Ashkenazi, I just saw in a comment that our captioning program keeps trying to interpret the Yiddish, and latka is becoming vodka.
Which is funny because we actually don't have a captioning program running.
That may be the problem.
You know what? I think that you can always replace latkes with vodka.
I mean, that's how you make vodka, right?
They're interchangeable.
Yeah.
That's true. You take your latkes and you just leave them in a hole for like a year and it becomes vodka.
That'd be a very greasy vodka. So
John, you're a little quiet if it's possible to just
Yeah.
There you go. It's so funny. It's so different than our sound check. It's like the opposite of what was.
Is this good?
45 minutes.
Yeah, we really tried. We see the comments about the balance. Yeah.
It's okay, guys?
Oh,
Okay, that's my one sound effect. My one sound drop. Okay.
Are we good now?
Yeah.
Great. All right, so next song is about strudel. Little background: strudel apparently used to be the national dish of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, but when there were a whole bunch of German Jews who emigrated to America, strudel came to America with them and became a staple at Jewish bakeries and restaurants. And I learned all of this from Leah Koenig's recipe, which is what I followed to make the strudel in the video. Leah Koenig is an awesome Jewish cookbook author, and I will definitely cook more things by her because the strudel was a great success. Although I substituted out the figs with prunes. Still delicious.
How did that go for you?
Great, you'll find out in the video. So the song we're singing is about a woman named Hoodle who makes a really good strudel.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Exactly, and the whole thing is a double entendre. So if you follow the Yiddish, it's all about that Hoodle makes a great strudel. Got to get some of that strudel. And I made the video so that you can actually follow the recipe, although it might go a little fast for trying to cook in time with it. In any case, if you get your hands on the video later, it should work. So, Pete, take it away. 1, 2, net, go.
Oi, Hurel, Hurel, was Herr zegt mit dem Strudel, es ist Geschmack, ich habe sehr lieb. Ich darf kein Fleisch, kein Ziemes, weil alles ist mir Niemes. Oi, Hurel, Hurel, gib dem Strudel lieb. Es ist Geschmack, ich habe sehr lieb. Es ist doch gut für Michael, weil es zu geten Weichel. Oi, Hurel, Hurel, gib dem Strudel gib. Es ist doch gut für Michael, weil es zu geten Weichel. Oi, Hurel, Hurel, gib dem Strudel gib. Es ist doch gut für Michael, weil es zu geten Weichel. Oi, Hurel, Hurel, gib dem Strudel gib.
Nice.
Nice.
John,
Very
you got
good.
such a good crunch on that strudel.
Yeah, we got the camera nice and close to really
Yeah.
capture that crunch.
Good, like ASMR moment.
Our next live stream, just eating strudel right there.
Right. Too relaxed. Yes.
Someone would watch that.
It's true. It's a big thing.
Oh, man. Well, as much as 2020 has been filled with unrelenting misery, literally plague, poverty, the whole biblical 9 yards, there's been one spot of light for many of us, which is, of course, baking. And, you remember that time right at the beginning of this whole thing. There was no flour. You had to call that one relative who'd stockpiled 200 pounds direct from the King Arthur mill. I will not mention who I'm talking about, but you certainly know who you are. Thank you.
We only had enough oil to last for one night.
And here we are. We only had enough music to last for one night, and it took us 8 months to finish. So that's what this video is about. Because thankfully those days are no more. We've got flour in the stores. We've got yeast. We've got all of the good stuff for baking. And so I wrote this song about one of my favorite Jewish foods, and I'd like to dedicate it to my bubby-in-law, Elaine Seibel. Everything that I learned about Jewish baking comes from her as filtered through my wife, Amy, who studied for many years at Bubby's side. She even published a cookbook at age 90 of all of her recipes, which you can literally buy on Amazon, Bubby's Best. And it's all this great food. But there was actually one recipe that wasn't in the cookbook. And it was something that she always wanted to make with us. And we never had a chance to. And it's proven very difficult lately because, of course, we're here in Boston. She's 96 now, down in Houston, Texas. And it's difficult to bake via FaceTime together. So I hope that we're able to bake this with her very, very soon. This one goes out to Elaine, and you're going to find out what it's all about very shortly.
Also, Nat, this singing debut.
Abigail, you keep catching me. I'm ready.
We
I
have,
got the trigger finger.
we have a script, but I'm an improviser. Sorry, I keep screwing everything up. But
That's what it is, yeah.
I'm very by the book.
No, you're a great improviser. Anyways, it's Nat's debut singing. That's what I wanted to say.
Rapapai ba 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 vodka. Rapapai ba 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 yum bum bum. Yeah 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 ba 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 yum yum yum. Straight from Bobby's kitchen comes this babka recipe, full of nuts and chocolate chunks and gobs of memories. Braided tight with raisins, love to love Friday nights. Throw it in the oven, half an hour. Pop the wine and light the candles. Here we go, it's babka time. Yay, bye, bye, babka, babka. Yabba bye ba 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 babka. Yabba bye ba 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 yabba bye Oh, babka, babka. Yay, yabba ba 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 yabba ba ba yabba ba ba yabba ba ba yabba ba ba yabba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so good too.
It looks good. So the next, actually the last tune of this Food Fest portion of the show is a video that I made. And while not technically a cooking video, is an important part of any meal, and that is the wine. So the title of this tune is A Glezala Yash, and it's actually a tune that has been in our repertoire a little longer than all the others. It means a glass of wine, or more literally, a glass of burning wine. And you see, with that, I had a little fun in this video. And actually, fun fact for you guys, this song we first played 3 years ago, almost to the day, in Saratoga Springs. If you remember that gig, Cafe Lena, which was an awesome gig and a sweet
So
place to play.
cold, yeah.
And it was so cold, and we were outrunning a snowstorm trying to get home after that. So
Yes.
full circle, yes.
Yeah.
So a glezala yash, a glass of burning wine. Here we go.
Mein Glück hab ich gewinnen, wenn ich hab dich gefunden. Du scheinst wie tausend Sinnen, hast du mein Herz verglückt. Dein Sändelach, weißes Herrlach, mit deinen schönen Augen, deine Händelach, deine Herrlach, hast mächtige Zeugen, schön wie die Sonne, lichtig wie die Sterne von Himmel Amazone, bist du mir zugeschickt.
Wenn ich nimm a bissel Jasch, oi, oi, finke dagst und glänzt, überworf die Puste Flasche, oi, oi, und ich sehe Tanz, oi, oi, zuerst sie es kommt mir beide Händs, flechten Bellach, die Fies, die schon mir brennt, oi, oi, zuerst sie es kommt mir beide Händs, flechten Bellach, die Fies, die schon mir brennt.
Cheers!
L'chaim!
L'chaim!
Pete, that was amazing.
Thank
L'chaim.
you.
Can you imagine if you actually drank that much Manischewitz?
I can't even imagine, honestly.
What would
I
happen?
wish I couldn't imagine.
Well,
it was a visual effect. Let's just say that.
and I have to say that I've actually consumed more Manischewitz than I usually would over the last couple of weeks since I discovered the Manischewitz margarita.
Oh, John.
I just posted
Okay.
a link. Actually, pretty good.
Wow, this is so meta.
Yeah, so just but honestly, you can really boil it down to Manischewitz and lime juice. Lime really spices up any Manischewitz glass.
that
So
sounds
try
so
that
spicy.
tomorrow for your Shabbat service.
Let us know how it goes.
If you would like to remember your Shabbat service, don't do this.
Nice. So now we're gonna go, back to our Hanukkah portion of the evening. And this next song is a Ladino Hanukkah song, and it's all about counting all 8 of the Hanukkah candles. And tonight, since it's the last night of Hanukkah, the 8th night, it's actually a very appropriate night to sing this song. And we're gonna have a little bit of help to count them in the chorus. So here we go. This is Ocho Candelicas. Hanukkah linda está aquí, 8 candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí, 8 candelas para mí. Oh, una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. Nice. So that's Murray the Mitzvah Moose helping us count the candles. Muchas fiestas vou fazer con alegría y placer. Muchas fiestas vou fazer con alegría y placer. Oh, una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. Los pastelicos voy comer con almendricas y la miel. Los pastelicos voy comer con almendricas y la miel. Oh, 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 oh. Una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. Nice.
Let me give Murray's handler a second before I bring it back on.
I'm back.
Oh, John.
Oh, very good.
Uh,
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
Shout out to my brother Aaron, who sent us Murray along with some other delightfully schmaltzy Hanukkah gifts.
Also, great job, Kirsten.
Very good.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you.
That was so lovely. So, as you can see, I also have Hanukkah candles. But these are this is real fire. Playing with fire.
Ooh, that's fire. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next piece that I'm gonna play with you, with John, but for you, is a piece called Haneros Haluli, and it's on these old tapes. Well, actually, they were old 78s of klezmer fiddlers, and it was recorded in 1910. And I have been learning this tune from the recording for like 7 years now. Whoa, almost knocked those out. Oh wow, just me and John. So this is it's dark outside. If you're in New England, it's quite snowy. If you want, you can turn off your lights. What I love about this piece is that I feel like it really it really shows the fluttering of the candles and just the magic of lighting them at Hanukkah. And yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say. We're just gonna go
How's
right
my
in.
volume? I think we're okay.
Hopefully that's good. No comments from the band, so I think we're good.
John, the classic ending. You did it.
Oh, we got lots of Hanukkah candles.
Yeah. I ran out of tall ones, so. It's okay. It's a very 2020 menorah.
This is such a 2020 menorah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, so for our next tune, I brought this menorah in particular, this Chanukah. I do not have the candles in it because I just didn't want to burn myself down. But what I did want to do, oops. So the story behind this Chanukah is that Amy, growing up, always had a singing menorah, and she loved that singing menorah. And you may or may not know this about our house, but we have a lot of menorahs in our house for whatever weird reason. And I thought it would be delightful to get her a singing menorah of her own. But it turns out that when you get a singing menorah from the internet, it doesn't always sing the song right. So for example, so far so good, right? Okay, you know the song? Wait a second. Ugh. So basically, whenever we try and sing with it, we end up totally disjoint from the menorah because it skips a verse every time, and then it has no control over the tempo. So we decided as a band we had to do better than this delightful but mildly dysfunctional singing menorah, and that's what we're going to play for you now. Coda.
Very nice.
That was beautiful, Kirsten and Abigail.
I really appreciate how you guys looked like you were singing into the same microphone.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
I know. Oh, yeah. AJ said the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Place to say like what our process has been, which is basically that we haven't really seen each other that much. We've just been, recording in our own studios, everything, our own places, and putting it all together, lining it all up. Pete's done a lot of work with that, but and then each of us did our own mixes for our own food songs, and so we're all becoming mixing engineers and videographers, and along with musicians. So
yeah, I noticed that Josh is asking if this is available as a recording, and funny you should ask that, Joshua Abrams, because yes, it is. And in fact, as soon as the concert ends, it's going live, and it's going to be on our Bandcamp, ewklesmer.bandcamp.com. And I'm wondering, Pete, if you could toss the last 4 digits of your phone number and the Bandcamp up there as well.
6373.
I think they need your social security number too.
Social security 5555.
Mother's maiden name.
wait, they don't
What?
need the last 4 digits of your number. I think it's
The phone number, yeah. The
Phone number?
Yeah,
Is
for Venmo, if there's no connection between you.
Oh, okay.
oh,
Everybody should be connected to me.
Mm.
We're all
Too bad.
friends. We're all friends here.
Yeah.
At least some of us are.
Ooh, look at all these fun things. Download our music.
So many graphics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
graphics.
Peter's gotten really good at graphics.
Should I introduce
He
the
already was. Look at the paintings behind him. I mean, this
That's true. That's
this
true.
is latent talent. Nothing new.
All right, you guys ready for the next song? We
Let's do
got
it.
2 more for you. We're doing pretty well. So this next one is Dre Dreadluck. Dre Dreadluck. Yeah.
All of the
What,
above.
what is it, Abigail?
Dre. It means do your thing, dreidel. Spin dreidel, right? Yeah. It was premiered by Moishe Oisher. Maybe by him. Do we know who it's by?
That seems to be the consensus.
I think it's by Id Elstein and maybe Id
Oh.
Elstein's wife because they actually were lyricists and Moshe Oisher was not.
Yeah.
But it's not. It isn't credited even. Like I
I
was
found
looking at the album.
I found some text online suggesting that it was by some guy named King. That like when they had, or actually wait. maybe
No, that's a different
no, that was
song.
the Strudel one. Never mind.
That's-
Never mind.
yeah,
We have
that's
I
Strudel.
have no idea.
Yeah, so it was originally recorded right on the Moshe Oisher Hanukkah key, which is the best Hanukkah album made until this one, and it doesn't say who wrote any of the tunes. The tune is actually an old one. It's by David Begelman, and it was written to Yosel Bear, but most people know Yosel Bear by the other tune that was written to it, and then this one was used for Dre Dreidler.
Cool.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
do
actually yeah. Let's hear the song. Enough spielen,
No, Schmuessen. Enough
enough
Schmuessen.
schmetzen.
We need Spielen.
Oh, sorry.
Spiel.
Bring mir Brot und bring mir Wein, werden wir alle fröhlich sein. Trei, lai, lai. Gott sein Lack ist Fleisch und Fisch und weiß gedeckt mit Tisch. Trei, lai. Gott die Brüche schein gemacht, die mit eure scheint der Pracht. Trei, lai. Tausend zu den jeder Flamme, stolz bin ich mir mit mein Stamm. Trei, lai. Drei, kommt sogar unten. Kommt die Woche Chanukah, alles bei mir gerufen. Drei, kommt sogar unten. Kommt die Woche Chanukah, alles bei mir gerufen. Jeder Licht doch hat den Sinn, es ermahnt mich, wer ich bin. Trei, lai. Wie mir euer Eis verscheint, alle sennen meine Freund. Trei, lai. Ab Kurs im Rufverein soll sie nicht gerechnet sein. Trei, lai. Soll sie da gesehen, sie ist ein größeres Geschehen. Trei, lai. Drei, kommt sogar unten. Kommt die Woche von Chanukah, alles bei mir gerufen. Drei, kommt sogar unten. Kommt die Woche von Chanukah, alles bei mir gerufen. Wer hat sich auf dem gerät, als ein Stückel Breckenlicht? Trei, lai. Bei einem Bett auf teures Land und beleuchten unser Gang. Trei, lai. Bring auf viele Sonne mit, schreckst den Gott nur schroffst den nicht. Trei, lai. Bring mir Brot und bring mir Wein, wenn wir alle fröhlich sein. Trei, lai. Drei, kommt sogar unten. Kommt die Woche von Chanukah, alles bei mir gerufen. Drei, kommt sogar unten. Kommt die Woche von Chanukah, alles bei mir gerufen.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, a voice from heaven.
Aw.
We should say, how many tunes did Kirsten learn in Yiddish for this? And how incredible did she do? It's just like effortless the way that she sings.
Thank you. I will say, Dre's Fiddle was the hardest one I think I've ever had to sing because there's so many consonants in it. And it's like so fast. It's like rapid fire. Yeah. So that chorus, I've been singing that chorus since like Halloween, trying to learn it to sing it fast enough to make this video. So
Yeah.
I've been in like the Hanukkah spirit, you know.
Musically, I really thought I wanted to take it faster. That would have been my choice, but
maybe next Hanukkah. I'll practice it this year. Yeah,
Every Hanukkah we'll play it 10 clicks faster.
Mm-hmm.
And when we can't play it any faster, that's when we know the end times have come.
Mm-hmm. And I do usually like playing things as fast as possible with that one. That was as fast as possible for now, for 2020.
Well, I know that someone was asking, is this available as an album? And we said, yes, it will be. So during that last tune, I hit publish. It is now available. And the link is in the Facebook. But it's called Hanukkah Party by Ezekiel's Wheels Klezmer Band. Because we just realized no one can spell Hanukkah. If you try and search for it, you're going to get it wrong unless we
How many N's? How many K's?
And also, there's like a lot of like
How many
argument
C's?
and discussion around it too.
That's true.
I mean, it's just you spell it with chet
Yeah, spell it like you say it.
of, right? Probably spelling that wrong.
Sarah makes fun of me for putting too much ch in my ch for every time I say the word Hanukkah.
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 Hanukkah. Well,
Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Freilichen Hanukkah.
Freilichen Hanukkah. So we have one more tune for you, and this is not a Hanukkah song, but it's a winter song because for those of you who are not in Boston, we got 16 inches of snow today.
We got
And
16.
I don't know what you got. I got 16.
It's a lot.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Like all the
Yeah.
windows are
I believe
just
it.
totally white and iced. It's great. I love that.
Yeah,
feeling.
multiply that by the surface area of a 2-car driveway, and that's what I just shoveled about an hour before the show.
Oh, John. Why did you wait until darkness fell?
And then just pushed it over into the neighbor's driveway? Yeah. My usual MO.
Nicely done. So we're going to play a song that takes place in the winter and takes place in a winter where there is snow and people are riding in sleighs to a wedding. This is I think this has been kind of our signature tune from our last album, The Thread and Photum. We've played it at every show for a little while now. We love it. It's called Chosin Anakawa, but we realize a lot of you probably want to know what's going on during the song. So Pete decided to animate it and give us all the lyrics so that we can sing along. And here it goes. Enjoy.
Seien wir rausgefahren auf den ersten Schlitten, Alle machen keines Hens, die Kalle in der Mitte, Oi, oi, singen alle, nur es schweigt allein die Kalle, oi, 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 singen alle, nur es schweigt allein die Kalle, oi, oi, oi. Seien wir rausgefahren auf den zweiten Schlitten, Alle machen Ton und lachen, der Chossen in der Mitte, Oi, oi, singen alle, nur es schweigt allein die Kalle, oi, 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 singen alle, nur es schweigt allein die Kalle, oi, oi, oi. Seien wir rausgefahren auf den dritten Schlitten, Kalt, Sattel, Chossen, Saat, der Klezmer in der Mitte. Oi, oi, schwingen alle, nur es schweigt allein die Kalle, oi, 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 schwingen alle, nur es schweigt allein die Kalle, oi, oi, oi. Jorden fliegt vorbei, ein Reiter, fliegt vorbei, ein Reiter. Hat die Kalle auch geflott. Wie ein Feierscheiter, oi, wie ein Feierscheiter. Oi, oi, schweigen alle, nur singt alle in die Kalle, oi. Oi, 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 schweigen alle, nur singt alle in die Kalle, oi. Oi, Schlittelach, ihr mögt zurück schon vorn, ihr mögt zurück schon vorn. Leben, euch aus dem Leben, als weh zu deinen Jahren.
Oi, oi, oi.
Pete, was that the first video that you ever made, Pete?
I had literally downloaded that program that day and started making it.
And
You did it
I
in
didn't do it in
one
one day, but I downloaded it and just started working
Oh,
on it
okay.
from, that was, I opened it and started with
Got it.
ois. Typed my first oi and that was it.
Yep,
The rest
yep.
is just,
it's truly amazing.
I do.
I also go to. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I do have a very talented editor fiance that I know I've been annoying with all these questions for the past 7 months or however many months. So I do.
Thanks, Danielle.
Thanks, Danielle.
Shout out.
Yeah, thanks, Danielle. No.
Well,
Well, we have come to the end of this evening's show.
I'm loving the comment in the side here that is saying how much she appreciated the music and also pointing out that she is no one's mother.
Thanks, not mom. That's great.
that's true. That's true. She's not my mother.
Whereas my mom only gave a shout out to the moose.
I mean, you were upstaged by the moose. Let's just.
Yeah, I know. Can the moose play the violin?
I haven't given him
Yeah.
a chance. Yet.
Okay. Just checking.
He didn't come with one.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we have reached the end of this evening's show, and we just want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who came tonight. Thanks to our friends at the Newton Free Library who told us we should do a Hanukkah show. We're going to do something now that you've never seen before on Zoom. We're going to point to the person as we clap for them. So give it up for Abigail Reisman on the violin, Jonathan Cannon on the violin, Kirsten Lamb on bass and vocals,
It's so hard to do.
Pete Finelli on trombone. And my name is Nat Seelan on clarinet. We literally have been practicing this, so thank you.
Yeah.
In case you didn't realize, we're in a mirror image, so
We're not in a mirror image. That's the
No,
problem.
we're not. Right. That's
Yeah, it's not weird.
It is wicked hot, as we say here in Massachusetts. But we do want to say thank you, everyone, for joining. If you liked what you heard, head on over to our Bandcamp, ewklezmer.bandcamp.com. You can get all the music we played tonight as an album. You can pay $10 or $20 or $80, or you can give us $1,000. Whatever you want, we're happy to take it. Same deal with the Venmo, with the PayPal. We're musicians right now at a time when we can't play normal concerts, so this is our best way of performing for you, and we just wanted to thank you for joining us. And is there anything else that we have to say, folks, before Pete gives us his brilliant outro?
Thanks for being here with us. This was
Yeah,
awesome.
thank you,
This was
everybody.
super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. See you for the Portum spiel.
Yeah. Right.
See you in 2021.
Woo.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Chanukah, oi Chanukah, oi Jantje Pashener, a lustig a freilich Herr Stollach a Zoiner, alle Nacht mit Redlach schwirren wir, frische Hitze lag gesessen ohne Schier, geschwinder, zins Kinder, die Chanukah